The buy now effect unveils a fascinating facet of consumer psychology, where mere exposure to the word buy can subconsciously nudge us towards spending more, influenced by its phonetic twin, buy. This effect underscores the subtle power of word priming in shaping our purchasing decisions, often without our conscious awareness. Exploring the buy now effect. The phenomenon occurs across various scenarios, particularly in marketing and advertising, where strategic placement of language can subtly influence consumer behavior. For example, a magazine might sign off an editorial with buy, only to place an advertisement on the next page. This placement is no coincidence, it leverages the buy now effect to prime readers for purchasing, exploiting the homophonic relationship between buy and buy. Individual and systemic impacts. On a personal level, the buy now effect can lead to irrational spending patterns, where we might find ourselves more inclined to make purchases after encountering the word buy. This bias not only affects our financial decisions but also highlights our susceptibility to linguistic cues in our environment. Systemically, businesses can harness this effect to enhance marketing strategies, prompting increased consumer spending through carefully crafted messages. However, this also calls for a cautious approach in naming and branding, as unintended word associations could negatively impact consumer perceptions. Understanding the psychological underpinnings. The buy now effect is rooted in our brain's processing of information and its penchant for linking phonologically similar words. This cognitive shortcut, while efficient, can sometimes lead us astray, especially under the burden of processing extensive information. The challenge in suppressing inappropriate homophonic associations becomes more pronounced with increased cognitive load, making us more vulnerable to this bias. Implications and strategies for mitigation. Recognizing the buy now effect is crucial for both consumers and marketers. Consumers need to be aware of how subtle linguistic cues can influence their spending, urging a more mindful approach to purchasing decisions. Marketers, on the other hand, must navigate the fine line between leveraging this effect for positive engagement and avoiding potential backlash from overly manipulative strategies. To counteract the buy now effect, individuals can strive to reduce cognitive load by focusing on the task at hand and breaking down information into manageable parts. For businesses, ensuring clear and positive associations in branding and messaging can help leverage the buy now effect without falling into ethical pitfalls. The buy now effect in a multilingual world. The language-specific nature of the buy now effect highlights the variability of word priming across different linguistic contexts. For instance, the effect is predominantly relevant in English due to the phonetic overlap between buy and buy. In languages without such homophones, the effect may not manifest, illustrating the intricate relationship between language, cognition, and behavior. Positive applications of word priming. While the buy now effect primarily illustrates a potential pitfall in decision-making, the underlying mechanism of word priming can have beneficial applications. For example, strategically using language to promote healthful behaviors or environmentally friendly practices can harness the power of word associations for positive outcomes. Conclusion. The buy now effect offers a window into the complex interplay between language, cognition, and consumer behavior, reminding us of the subtle influences that shape our daily decisions. By understanding and acknowledging this effect, both individuals and businesses can make more informed choices, navigating the linguistic landscape with greater awareness and intentionality. This exploration of the buy now effect aims to shed light on the nuanced ways in which language influences our spending, providing insights into the psychological mechanisms at play and offering strategies for more conscious consumer behavior.